Welcome to the Metrics Room, Silverlands. Glad to be with you today. Finishing out the month of March. We're having a good month, and so we're going to recognize a little bit of that, but get into the competitions where we're standing. I want to recognize the 5-star reviews from this last week, Evergreen and Shady Oaks. Also a friendly reminder to have your residents scan the QR code and give their 5-star review. That will help you guys in all aspects, getting more people moving into your properties and occupying faster. The madness is in full effect. We're getting into our championship round, the final four. We had some massive competition going on. Excited for the championship coming, but wanted to recognize West Oaks edging out. Anna in West Oaks edging out Kristen in Fircrest 5-4. Both of them with +9 RPSs on the month. They're pushing up to the 98 percentile for percentage points for the occupancy. So absolutely crushing. But Anna edges out Kristen. And Forest Hollow absolutely dominated this week, +5. Notice Forest Hollow and West Oaks with +5 this week. Brittany out there with +6 on the month, RPSs overall. Excited to see what happens the end of this month going into, so remember, the championship goes from today through Sunday. So goes a little bit into, I think it's April 4th of next month, but keep crushing. Excited to see who's crowned the victor. Both of you received the pants, and now you guys are going for the $1,000 handbag. So excited for you. Let's keep crushing. Overall excited for, so let's keep crushing. I'm excited for what happens here this next week. So Brittany and Anna getting after it. Okay, super stoked and excited to release our April incentive. It is called Trailer Wars. It's designed to help all of us get focused on occupancy on those RPS pluses. I want to go over what an RPS plus is, which is they've been approved, they have the money collected, and they have signed and countersigned the lease with a date that is actually in the system, and it can be in the future. And it does not count any move-ins. It should show up the day you put it in if you sign and countersign the lease and it's in the future. Reminder, it can be booked out up to 30 days in advance. So if it's out 60 days, it won't show up, just so you know. So we're giving you 30 days. We don't want to book out 2-3 months on these. If you have one that is in that situation because you're pre-leasing and you're in an occupied spot, let me know. Okay, so wanted to go over a couple things. We're currently sitting at 72.8% occupied as a company. As this was ran, it's 85 RPSs overall. With our GPOMs, we're pushing 100. But just really excited just where we're at. Look at our inquiry to showings at 22.8%, and we're still holding at roughly 12% on our inquiry to move-ins overall. One of the things to think through is if we're 22.8 is focused on our phone pitch. That's where we need to really dive in. We should be closer to 40% on our inquiry to showing, and make sure you're putting your showings in the system. Your overall numbers there your showing numbers are going to show up once you put them in AppFolio. So wanted to recognize the top 5 in occupancy of vacant readies. So right now sitting at Crestview with 7. So we have 7 vacant readies there, 9 in Citrus Valley and Forest Hollow, and then Patriot with 10, and Pine Meadows sitting with 12 vacant readies. Those are our biggest opportunities right now, and just recognize where you're at. If you have 0 vacant readies, it might be because you're occupied, but if you do have vacant rentals and you're not getting readies, that's a problem. So let's really focus in and making sure when those get ready that we're then leasing them up. Okay, so let's go through the top 10 in RPS overall. So Patriot, Circle, Big Valley, Pine Ridge, and Cottage Row, all with 5 RPS on the month. So great work there. Coming in at number 5, you have Forest Hollow and Evergreen with 6. At number 4, Crestview with 8. Good work out there. And then West Oaks and Fircrest, both with 9, as we mentioned earlier. So 9 RPS. And our top team overall with 14 is Vines. Great to see that work and what they're doing out there in Dallas. So good work to that team. Want to recognize the top marketers month to date. We're going to go through the top 5. So 1809 Cox, And then Canali coming at 123, Metro at 153, Koenig at 186, and Vines at 236. Just with I wanted to recognize the Dallas group because 3 of them are in the top 5. So they're doing something to get their inquiries up. Excited for that. You can see Vines starting to pop. Remember, we can only do as well as our inquiries. So if we're not going to outpace inquiries. So that sets the tone for what's possible. Okay, so we're sitting at 85 RPSs on the month. We're pacing for 105, so we got to keep our foot to the pedal to the metal. With our GP homes, we are pushing 100 right now. Overall, this last week, we had 63 RPS pluses. Month to date, we've had 307. We've increased our occupancy since the beginning of the month by 2.2%. So overall, really good work. Want to recognize the top 10 people in occupancy in RPS pluses. We have Christy, CJ with 3, Maria, Elm Creek has 3, Suzette with 3 as well. And then Jessica Oxar, Jessica Wolftongue, both with 4. Anna in West Oaks with 5, also Brittany in Forest Hollow with 5, and then Rebecca with 6, and Irma with 7 out of Vines. So really good work with those teams. Excited where you guys stand. Want to shout out the top 3 for our power rankings. Remember, inputting your showings is going to make a big difference. Look at the hustle metric. That is the showings. If you are not inputting your showings, you're not going to rank high. So we need to have that happen. That happens all in Appfolio. We need to change that behavior. We need to be accountable. We need to put our showings in there. So our top 3 are these. Remember, put your showings in. That's the only way you're going to rank high. Furcrest with Kristen, Vines coming in at number 2, and West Oaks, Anna crushing once again, coming at 86, just crushing the competition. Remember, it's RPSs, it's your hustle, which is your showings. It's how many inquiries you're getting in. It's your conversions. It's your consistency overall, how many days of the month you're actually getting RPSs, not doing them all in one day. And then overall, how are you feeling compared to your goals? So West Oaks is the top team for multifamily. For our mobile home communities, top 3, Circle T, Carolina, great work. Forest Hollow, Brittany, Heather, crushing with 58 points. And our biggest, they're holding steady and they're crushing everyone right now is Big Valley. So Rebecca, Angel, this is also Ruby, Jasmine, that team with 80 points overall. The top in the categories, Forest Hollow with RPS is the top leader. Hustle leader is Big Valley. You can see there with that big yellow column with coming at 85. That's why they're going. And then you see no one else putting in their showings. So that's going to be a big difference. Until you guys start putting your showings, you're not going to rank high and you're not considered that you're working hard because we need showings and we need to know when your showings are coming in. Marketing leader, Sedona, conversion leader, Big Valley, consistency leader, Big Valley. So 3 of the 6 going to Big Valley, and then fill rate, Circle T. So congrats to you. Let's make sure that you're focusing in and crushing these metrics. Big Valley is number 1 overall. Thanks for all you do. We've had a really good month. Excited for April and what we're going to achieve. We'll talk to you guys later, Silverlines. Bye.